What is up, everybody? Crypto Hedge here with another live stream update. It's been pretty hectic these past few days. Thank you guys for tuning in. Irma almost took me with her, but I'm back. I'm back in business. Everything is okay. I'm not even back home yet. I'm up north, but I'm gonna make it there soon. You know, Irma hit recently and she decided to take all the gas with her, so there's no gas at any of the gas stations, and if there is gas, it's nowhere near me. So I'm just hanging out. I'm at a friend's house right now, and I'm just tuning in to say what's up to you guys. We're gonna go over a bunch of stuff today. No worries, there's a lot of FUD going around, a lot of craziness. It's getting stormy. You know, Irma hit and it's still getting stormy. So Irma's gone, but we've got a huge storm with the crypto world right now. We're gonna go over everything. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna check out the chat box and we're gonna move forward in just a minute, guys. What's up, Anthony? Thank you for tuning in. What's up, Be Creative? What is up, everybody? What's up, Boza? What's up, Series? Maria? What's up, Dan? Nice to have you. A lot of new faces, a lot of the same faces. What's up, Danny from the blockchain? I am back. Irma didn't take me with her. I'm back, guys. I'm back. What's up? What's up, Ty Kim? It's nice to have you. What's up, Paul? Got quite a few people in here right now. I'm not even sure how many people we actually have, but what's up, Will? What's up, Corey? What's up, Andrew? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. It's nice to see you guys tuning in today. I wanted to get this live stream in. I know it's been a few days. My last live stream was the last live stream. The last one, the Google Hangouts, but just wanted to tune in. We're going to go over quite a few things. Nothing to be worried about. I'm just actually getting back on my game myself. You know, I've been traded in a cabin in the woods, like I tweeted to you guys. I was in a cabin in the woods, unfortunately, because of Irma. And I was swing trading my Litecoin. I sold it at $76, around that number, and then I picked it up again at $68. And now it's right back down to where I swung, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I'm not worried. You guys shouldn't be worried. All of this FUD is kind of kind of fun to watch, honestly, for people that have been in the game for a while. But you guys need to calm down. Don't get too rowdy. Nothing crazy is going on right now that you should be freaking out about. A lot of it is uncited from these rumors are just blowing up out of nowhere, and they're not really cited. So there's nothing to be worried about. We'll go over everything. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of the stuff that has been going around, but we're gonna clarify some things so that you guys can sleep at night. Because I'm doing fine, and I'm sleeping at night because I'm not worried. But I'm just going to wait for a few more people to tune in, and then we'll get started, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Screw China, screw China. China's just playing games. China's playing games, and it's also other people, but FUD, yeah, there's a lot of, there's not a lot of fear, and there's not a lot of doubt, I don't think yet, but there's definitely some uncertainty out there. Definitely some uncertainty. It's like a cold world out in the crypto space. GDAX is just, the prices are going nowhere except for, I guess, down a little bit. But, the thing is, and we'll get to it in a minute. I'm going to wait for a few more people to tune in, and then we'll jump into everything. We have 76 people watching right now. Make sure to smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for future live streams. I hope you guys got the chance to look at the Jack Mallers live stream. That was definitely a great interview with Jack Mallers, the creator of the Lightning Network Zap wallet. That was worth every inch of your time. Great time to buy, everyone. Great buyer opportunity. That's how I look at it. But I think that if I can snag a Bitcoin at a lower price, I'm going to hold off and do that as well. But China's effing everything up. They seem to do that sometimes. If you look at history, they did it with Litecoin. Back in the day, they pumped up Litecoin. They dumped it all down. But the thing is, and we'll get to it in a minute because I want to wait for people to tune in. But, just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. Yeah, so China is the primary volume right now. And that's Korea. But OKCoin is the primary volume for the exchange for Litecoin, which tells me two things. It tells me that obviously they have a lot of volume in the market right now, and they're either selling or they're buying. But I think that this FUD is just a bunch of crazy crap to bring down the prices so that people can land a cheaper coin. But it's not necessarily that. It's a few other things. You have to put all the puzzle pieces together. Where did this FUD start? The FUD started when they initially banned or temporarily banned the ICOs. And then all of this shenanigans came in after the fact. But just stay put, guys. I'm going to wait, like I said, for a few more people to tune in, and then we'll jump into this nonsense. But what's up, guys? And if you guys are tuning in, I want to see where you guys are from, where you guys are tuning in from. So if you guys could put your city or your state, I'd love to see if we have any new countries or states here. See where we've got people from right now. It's just a healthy correction. I like how you put it, Ty. Let's see where we've got people coming in from, tuning in from right now. Dallas, Texas. We've got Dallas, Texas in the house, Providence, New Jersey, South Africa, New York, London, California, Netherlands, France, California again, Montreal, Berlin, Southern Cali, Toronto, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Charlotte, North Carolina, Cali, the Bay Area, Switzerland, Netherlands, Arkansas, Vegas, Detroit, Michigan, Detroit, Netherlands, Aventura, Florida. Do we have any Floridians in the house, or are they still busy getting back home from the storm? I'm a Floridian. North Korea, New York, Alaska. I think this is like the third time we've had someone from North Korea tune into my live stream. Alaska, Litecoin to the moon. Litecoin moon, that's where you're from. We've got a Litecoin moon in the house. What is up? Crypto moon, crypto spaceship going to Litecoin moon. Everything's all right, guys. Y'all need to calm down. Don't follow the FUD. Don't follow the FUD. Everything is A-okay in crypto world. And I'm glad I'm tuning in. We're going to get started. I know I keep saying that, but just waiting for the last few people to tune in so that we can keep this going. FUD is everywhere. Is Bitcoin dead? How many times has Bitcoin died? How many times? Probably like 20 times. I'm at a friend's house right now. We have 100 people tuning in. That's awesome. All right, we're going to get started. I guess the people that tune in afterwards are just going to have to watch the live stream again or just catch up. They're just going to have to catch up with where we're at. But let's get started. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I know that we are approaching the beginning of the week, guys. It is Monday. We know that there's always these weekend dips, but sometimes it's not always that way. Sorry if my face camera isn't on the live stream. I'm having troubles with my computer. Like you guys already know that, but you know, I was trading at the lake. Hurricane Irma blew up my computer with all that rain, but everything's okay. But let's get started, guys. All right, so we can see. Let's get over to CoinDance. I know people were curious about Bitcoin Cash, and we have this mysterious miner that's mining Bitcoin Cash blocks. And to be quite honest, I think we all, I don't know if you guys have gotten an update on this or not, but it's Bitmain. It's Bitmain that's mining these blocks for Bitcoin Cash. So this other right here, if you could just put Bitmain Ant Pool, you just add it to Ant Pool, that is Bitmain mining Bitcoin Cash blocks. They've been doing this consistently, back and forth, whichever coin is more profitable. Is it Bitcoin? Is it Bitcoin Cash? And they automatically switch which coin that they're going to be mining blocks on, which looks like they're mining Bitcoin Cash right now, but they're also mining a large portion of Bitcoin. Bitmain, as you guys all know, Bitmain is the primary miner for Bitcoin, so they're like the monopoly of mining Bitcoin. It's nice to see you too, John. I'm gonna keep the chat box open, so don't worry, guys, so I can see your guys' chats. Hopefully I can manage to do this. But if you guys don't know already, Bitmain mines the majority of Bitcoin and also Bitcoin Cash as we know it, and they've just monopolized the entire thing. But they're also starting to monopolize Litecoin with their new L3 miner, and the ASIC chip is exclusive to Bitmain. It's their own creation, which is the most efficient way to mine these cryptocurrencies. So that's not a good thing, which causes for centralization. Where do these fees that you pay go? They go to the miners. And who are these miners? The miners are Bitmain. So it's definitely an issue in the community, and everyone is aware of it. Developers are aware of the centralization and monopolization of mining pools, which would be Bitmain. But at the same time, you know, we were talking about Vertcoin on my channel not too long ago. That would be the best replacement option for a Bitcoin because of the ASIC resistance that it has. But I mean, it's really not anything to be worried about just yet. I know people are starting to get fed up with it. I know we have a lot of things coming on the roadmap for Litecoin. We have Lightning Network that's going to be soon implemented to the public with the Zap wallet, which is going to be incredibly cool. And we also have atomic swaps and a bunch of cool other things that are going to be implemented as well. But I think this whole centralized mining is not an issue as of yet. There's other things that we need to worry about rather than this. But when it comes to that, you know, we will run into that issue when it becomes an issue. I mean, it is becoming an issue with the harder blocks to mine and whatnot, and the higher fees. But at the same time, it's just not the biggest issue. I think the biggest issue for cryptocurrencies as a whole, regardless of fees with Bitcoin, is regulatory issues when it comes to China or the US. Who's next to regulate these exchanges? Is GX going to still be around? Are these other US exchanges going to keep going, or is the US going to come in and implement a entirely new exchange, just like China's probably going to do? They're probably going to make these immense regulated exchanges that only, I mean, the U.S. or whatever country is going to regulate it. But I think that that's what the issue is right now, is more so regulatory issues when it comes to China or when it comes to the USA. And also, you have hedge funds that want to get in. You have big money, institutional money that wants to get in, but they want to get in safely. So there needs to be a regulation to a certain degree, but at the same time, not too much regulation, because that steals from the people. And the whole point of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology as we know it is the decentralized factor, and for us to not pay outrageous fees or pay to a third-party entity or middleman. So I think that a lot of this China FUD is definitely orchestrated, and it's definitely nothing to be worried about. I don't think that they're going to be banning cryptocurrencies. As we know it with mainstream media, Wall Street Journal, always the first to act, Business Insider, they all publish these media posts that I've told you guys multiple times that I don't follow the mainstream media, simply because of the fact that they're just irrelevant. They really don't know what they're talking about. The sources, like right here, unnamed informed sources. I mean, it's just one after the other. These mainstream media outlets are just coming out with these things, spreading FUD, and they have no clue what they're talking about. So I think the best thing is to not follow these mainstream media outlets, but I think you guys should follow the like CoinDesk or Cointelegraph. Those are good sources for media. But when it comes to Wall Street Journal or Business Insider, any of these other mainstream media outlets, it's just something to skip over and ignore. But I mean, here they're saying that they're going to be banning cryptocurrency exchanges like OKCoin or BTCC China. But if you look right here, and these are unbacked sources that this is coming from. So the fact that Wall Street Journal is publishing something like this is just mere ignorance. It's terrible. But I think that this is just branching off of the ICO ban, which is real. This is not fake. The whole China ICO ban with NEO and ICO tokens, it's true. But I think that it's more so a regulatory step, and regulation is a good thing to a certain extent, like I said. But I think that regulating ICOs or temporarily banning them until they have a better approach is a good thing. So things are kind of, uncertain right now, but it wouldn't be fearsome or doubtful at this certain point in time. I know that Bitcoin went back down. We'll get to that in a second, but you can look right here at this post from BTCC, which is an exchange in China, is operating normally and has not received any new directives from Chinese regulators. We'll keep you updated. So a lot of this is FUD, guys. A lot of this is unbacked, uncited FUD. And like I said, you've got mainstream media outlets that are posting this bullcrap all over the place. I mean, I can't even tell you how many. You have CNBC, you have Wall Street Journal. They all stick their noses in a place that they don't, belong, spreading FUD, and they have no clue what they're talking about. I mean, it literally could have been a bag person on the side of the street that said that China is going to be banning the largest Bitcoin exchanges, and they would have posted about it. Okay, guys, so that is just not something to worry about, honestly. But the ICO bans or the temporary ICO bans is definitely something to be concerned about. But at the same time, I think it's all going to come out on top. And I think that this is a fire sale, if anything, to be getting these coins at such cheap prices. And we know China is well known for doing this. They want to get coins at a cheaper price. They want to do this. They want to spread this FUD because it's better for them. And China is a huge market for cryptocurrencies. They take a large percentage of cryptocurrencies. But I've seen a lot of posts on Twitter. Cryptocurrencies are going to continue with or without China. And I don't think China is going to be going anywhere, especially with Bitmain. Bitmain is in China, and they are the monopoly for mining Bitcoin, and also soon to be Litecoin. But this is nothing to worry about, nothing to panic about. Everything is a-okay. So if you guys want to keep hodling, by all means, keep hodling if you guys want to swing trade, which I am not currently doing. I did swing trade, like I told you guys. I was swing trading at the lake. We can go over to my Twitter real quick. We're going to jump into other things too. I'm going to check the chat box frequently so that I can see what you guys are up to, but oh gosh, I just followed Dash. But yeah, so I was swing trading my Litecoin, not bought it at 76. I sold it at 76 and bought it at $68. It's back down to $68, and I have not swung again or was anticipating another swing. I kind of just stopped swinging because number one, I'm over here trading in a cabin in the woods. Number two, I had absolutely no phone service and barely any Wi-Fi, so I just wasn't going to take that risk. Then I have a couple buddies of mine that have been handling some of the currency that I handle, simply because I just don't have the ability at the current moment. But everything's a-okay, and I'm not swing trading. I'm currently hodling everything right now. So I think that prices are continuing to consolidate. We can see that with Bitcoin, it is continuing to consolidate. We can go to pop over to the Bitcoin chart. We'll get to Vertcoin. I know there's a lot of coins that are doing okay and they're not doing okay. But sorry if I'm all over the place. I didn't really plan this live stream. I just really wanted to get out there and get you guys updated. But I'm going to check the chat box real quick. There's tons of other things that we need to go over. But I just want to make sure everyone is on the same page and that my live stream is actually still running. So what's up, everybody? Anthony says, Wall Street Journal really stuck their neck out on that article. They really did stick their neck out on that article. Do I manage other people's accounts? I do manage other people's accounts. I run a smaller sized like hedge fund, but it's more so exclusive and privatized. So it's like friends, families, extended family, and acquaintances. I mean, I'm in the real estate industry in South Florida, so I do handle some clients that aren't necessarily friends, I guess, but how do we get info? It's currently not open to the public or more or less to YouTube or anything like that. Just buy plenty of small caps who are stagnating and hope for big surges. I know people have been talking about Verge recently as well. Chat box doesn't seem to be moving that much, so I'm going to get back to the stream and move forward. But let's go check out Bitcoin. Sorry if I don't pull up the actual charts on Coinigy. I have to make a new fake Coinigy account because I don't use my real Coinigy account on my live streams because of security purposes. But I'm going to be showing you guys the charts on Bittrex, unfortunately, which is not a big deal. But hold on one second, guys, while this loads. We're going to get over to the bubble talk, too. I know people are talking about a bubble, too, so we're not in a bubble. Bubble? What bubble? So we can see that we are finding a lot of support here at $4,000. I know we did fall through 4,000 a little bit, went down to 39.97 or something like that, and it popped right back above 4,000. But we can see that there definitely is support, guys, which is just perfect. I mean, there's support at 4,000, honestly. People think that it's either going to go up from here or it's going to go down. I'm just watching it really closely because I thought really that we broke out of that Elliott wave, and it looks like we fell right into that Elliott wave, and then we are consolidating at the current moment. Let's see. So we can see that there was definitely a downtrend here bringing us down, but since then you can see that there was definitely a large drop off right here. As you can see, there's a large drop off bringing us back down, which this is just a very thick candlestick, a thick drop off that came out of nowhere, kind of like we were talking about with another coin. I don't remember which coin it was, but we can see the consolidation here now, which is definitely quite nice. But I think that there's still fear and doubt growing, but there's just a lot of uncertainty, which is why the prices aren't moving a lot. That's why there's not a lot of people buying, and really there's not a lot of people selling. There just isn't really a lot of activity at the current moment, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Lack of volume isn't always a bad thing, but I know I told you guys on Twitter, hold on one second, guys. Hope my service is okay. I told you guys on Twitter, I said that we were probably going to see Litecoin double bottom to $65 like it did a few days ago. It went down to like $64 and jumped right back up. And that's what happened again. It went down to $64 and it's jumping right back up. We will see if we see this sustained growth back up. But as of right now, I'm really just watching it closely. I'm hodling. I'm trying to see what the heck is going on in China. You've got FUD flying around. like there's no tomorrow, but it's uncited, and there's not reputable sources to give us this insight. I mean, the exchanges seem to be fine, coming from Bitcoin China. Seems like everything's fine. This is just outrageous FUD, but the ICO ban is really not going to affect Litecoin or Bitcoin. If anything, it's going to affect Ethereum, which Ethereum is an ICO coin, ICO platform, as well as NEO. But I think it's more regulatory, like I said, and not really banning of ICOs. It's just regulatory. I think they're taking their time to successfully regulate these ICOs, because as we have seen with Ethereum, and you guys know I don't like Ethereum, and you guys have known all along I don't like Ethereum. Ethereum has been an ICO playground, a terrible ICO playground, scam nation, just a bunch of craziness with Ethereum. And I think NEO is trying to come in and perfect the ICO approach so that they don't run into the same issues Ethereum had. And I think that NEO could possibly in the future, if this doesn't end up being a long-term end-all ban, NEO could probably take a better approach than Ethereum with this ICO craze, and it'll be more formal and structural rather than Ethereum, which kind of was just a playground, open playground for anyone and everyone to come in and just make it crazy and scam people and pump and dump. So I think that there's really nothing in my books that is promising with Ethereum out of any coin. But I think that NEO, if it's not a long-term ban and it's just a regulatory ban that they're holding off for the current moment, then NEO would probably take that place of Ethereum or rally very hard with it. But as of right now, there's FUD all over the place. So people are just massively confused. And it's a time where I'm trying to come out and tell you guys, don't be confused. China is known for doing this. But not only that, the last Wall Street Journal post article, there's no reputable sources talking about this. So they have no clue what they're talking about. They're just saying unnamed informed sources. Wow, that tells me a lot, guys. Definitely gonna listen to Wall Street Journal from now on. Oh my gosh. So even Bobby Lee, who is Charlie Lee's brother, Bobby Lee. Oh gosh, I love Charlie Lee and Bobby Lee. I love the whole Lee family. They're just killing it out there in crypto world. But China's oldest Bitcoin exchange, the biggest Bitcoin exchange, posted a poll on Twitter suggesting that he is not entirely convinced by the news. I'm not convinced at all. I don't think they're banning any cryptocurrencies. And even if they banned the biggest exchanges, it would still not be banned for the over-the-counter exchange or trading of cryptocurrencies. But in the end, and after all, I don't think that this is something to worry about. I don't think it's going to be a ban. I think it's just going to be FUD, and I think that the ICO thing is definitely still an issue that's being resolved. So nothing to worry about, guys. And we can see right here, this is another thing with Ripple. Oh gosh, Ripple. You guys know that I don't like Ripple or talk about Ripple that much. What's up, Rob? Showing love to fellow South Florida crypto brother. Everyone check out silvermine.com for the first silver-backed crypto. #silver. Thank you, Rob. If anyone wants to check that out, silvermine.com. I'm not sure what it is, but it's slvrmine.com. Thank you for the super chat donation. Use a VPN. Always use a VPN. Absolutely. Do I think Illuminati is behind this? Mainstream is trash. Mainstream is trash, guys. I tell you guys all the time to not follow the mainstream media when it comes to cryptocurrencies. They're the last person that I'm going to follow. But if we look right here, R3 sues Ripple for $1 billion. Option to buy 5 billion Ripple coins. Circulating supply is only 38 billion. XRP is not a cryptocurrency. This is a really kind of hilarious article, and Charlie Lee is always killing it with his updates. If you look at this right here, basically says that in September 2016, the two companies entered an agreement, and they had the right to purchase 5 billion XRPs, and Ripple was trying to breach the contract. Right here you can see they're trying to breach it, terminate it unilaterally, and is asking the court to declare that it is entitled to all its rights. So they're fighting, and they are being sued. And I don't think Ripple is a cryptocurrency, and I know that the devs hold a lot of the Ripple, which means that they can manipulate the prices, and it's the bank's coin. Ripple is not one of my coins that I favor at all, but this is nice to see Charlie Lee just swinging and swinging and swinging that bat, knocking people over. But yeah, so I think that, all in all, I mean, this is a post Who posted this? Someone posted this. I'll show you guys real quick. This is an article that was in Chinese, that I had translated, and basically it's talking about how they are not looking forward to banning the exchanges, and they still have the option for over-the-counter currency exchanging with cryptocurrencies. But in the end, there's really nothing to worry about. I mean, let the FUD stand, let the FUD happen. I mean, if you can pick up coins at lower prices, if that happens and it goes down lower, by all means do it. But I follow this guy right here. Where is he at? Let me see. Samson Mao. He said right here, read the article about shutdown of exchanges in China. They have no sources at all. It's just conjecture. That's literally what it is. There's no sources talking about the ban of cryptocurrency exchanges, just the ICOs, which is obviously a real threat. But at the same time, it's just regulatory. I'm going to check out the chat box in a quick minute, and then we'll talk about some of these other coins that are just doing fantastic. Syscoin is one of my top picks that I've talked about with you guys. We're seeing this nice ladder growth here. Beautiful consolidating growth. Just booming and booming. Syscoin is supposedly going to be the next eBay. Not really sure how they're going to go about doing that, but I do follow them on the Reddit and whatnot. But Syscoin has always been one of my top picks from my very first YouTube video, and it looks like it's been just doing fantastic. It was at 28 cents yesterday, which is just incredible to see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Ripple, guys. I don't have any Ripple, guys. Well, I have a very, very small amount, but it's just such a small amount of my portfolio, I don't really care about it. Charlie Lee does not like Ripple. True. Very true. When market caps start nearing the $1 trillion mark, it's kind of FUD. Won't mean nearly as much. Yeah, I mean, we are in such early days, man. This is like the .com era. This is like, man, if I could, like, get anyone into cryptocurrencies right now, I mean, I would get them in right now. I mean, that made no sense, but, you know, getting in now is a lot better than later, and I think that we all know, a lot of my followers on my YouTube channel and whatnot know which coins are going to be here, which coins are going to last. You know, there's coins that are certainly not going to be disappearing like all these ICO pump and dumps. I mean, literally, you know, Bitcoin isn't really going up. It's consolidating at the current moment. Litecoin really isn't going up. There's not a lot of price action at the current moment, but you can see that there's ICOs on Bittrex that are just flying to the moon, and I'm like sitting over here like I'm totally fine with not riding that ride, not riding that train. I don't really care about these ICOs because I know which coins are going to be here in the end. And I can tell you 99% of these coins are not going to be here in the end, but it's always fun to ride that train if you want to get quick profits. I mean, you can see ARK is up really high. There's a lot of hype about it right now, how it's like the best cryptocurrency, blah blah blah. I have friends that are in ARK. I don't care about ARK. It probably never will. You have Rise that's going up. It's been going up the past like week, and it's like, it's kind of funny when Bitcoin starts going down, these ICOs start booming, and it's kind of like Chaincoin. Chaincoin started to boom, and it went up like hundreds of percent when Bitcoin was going down during that correction down to 1700, and then it crashed like crazy. So once Bitcoin finds that ground and you know, starts going back up to the moon, which it's going to do eventually, you know, this is the very beginning of the week. I think things can turn around relatively soon, and once that happens, all these ICOs are going to go right back down into the tank, down to the floor. But Syscoin, it's really nice to see Syscoin going up because it's not an ICO. It's not one of those coins that I don't think, like, it's not one of those new coins. It's been here for a while, and it really hasn't really pumped up a lot since the last correction with Bitcoin going down to $1,700. It's really nice to see it going up now. But I mean, that's really Syscoin. Out of all these other coins, there's really not any other coins that I'm following that are going up at the current moment, really, to be honest. A lot of these coins that I've heard of multiple times, but I'm just not following. And I know I need to make videos about these coins. I know you guys want me to make videos on Nexus and some of these other coins, but I literally am at a friend's house right now making this live stream, so I'm not in my comfort to be doing all this research. I still have to head back home from this chaotic hurricane that just hit. But yeah, so I'm not going to be talking about any of those altcoins for the most part, but I'm going to check out the chat box and then we'll get moving forward again. What's up, everybody? OK Cash is doing well. OK Cash is doing well. This is probably the first time I've heard of OK Cash, but it's like, OKCoin, which is the Chinese exchange. Now you have OK Cash. Kind of funny. It's interesting, but I don't really know anything about OK Cash. But I mean, you can make quick gains on these coins, on these ICOs, but you can also lose all your money and be in the negatives almost, basically, from some of these coins. Sorry if my mic is choppy. Check OK Cash's Twitter. You think they have a really good project? I'll check it out. I just don't know anything about it. I probably won't talk about it in this live stream. But there's a few other things that I want to talk about. And we can look right here too. Let's go over to here. There's some nice, solid consolidation. I was looking at this article. This article is actually pretty good. I don't follow Ethereum World News, but as you guys can see right here, leaving behind a very price tanking and struggling to hold ground week, which is what it was. For the near term, it seems the market has recovered from rumors and it's on the right way of upward continuation, which is, to my best knowledge, is where we're heading after this FUD passes. So if we can look right here, Litecoin specifically is having the best momentum on the top 10 by market cap, which it is. And it's really impressive to see, guys. Very impressive to see. So I think that, obviously healthy correction is always needed for a further new all-time high. We always have to have a healthy correction, but I mean, Litecoin looks like it's been very solid these past few days, especially with Bitcoin going down. I mean, if we look right over here, we'll head back over there in a second, but sorry if I'm not focused as much. I'm listening to my friends like scream at each other, laughing. But, so, hold on, we'll look right here. So Bitcoin, last time Bitcoin was at $4,200, right here. If we look right here, when Bitcoin dropped down to around 42.50 and it shot right back up. When Bitcoin was at 42.50, Litecoin was at $64. Now Bitcoin is at $41.95 and Litecoin is at $68. When Litecoin did take this last dip, a lot of the other exchanges were way further down than GDAX. I mean, a lot of these other exchanges were like at $58, $57, and GDAX was just holding up strong, which is really interesting to see, to be honest. But I mean, I think that Litecoin is holding on really strong through this stormy, uncertain time, and I think that the outcome's going to be solid. So if you guys hear my friends in the background, they're crazy. But yeah, I mean, hold on one second, let me look at this. It's surprising that Ripple's up at all. But yeah, I mean, Litecoin sticking it through the storm. A lot of these coins are actually, they're not dependent on Bitcoin through this uncertain time, which is interesting to see. But there's a few other things. I want to go over Vertcoin. Syscoin is just looking solid. I just wouldn't buy the top, but I mean, gosh dang it, Syscoin is looking nice, looking fantastic. I'm gonna check out the chat box while sorry, my Wi-Fi is really bad here, guys. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick, for tuning in. You're awesome. I'm glad you're tuning in, man. I'm safe over here. I'm actually, yeah, the power went out a few times. I'm up in North Florida right now. But a lot of people in Miami don't have power. But yeah, Syscoin has done amazing today. Wow. It's just incredible to see. It's like Bitcoin is like not going anywhere. You know, usually when Bitcoin goes up, you see when Bitcoin goes up, it's usually a lot of these other coins kind of either stagnate or they just lose value temporarily. But then when Bitcoin consolidates, these altcoins go up. But Syscoin has just been solid, man. I don't even know what to say. It's just been solid. Really nice to see. But Vertcoin, we're gonna go over to Vertcoin. You guys know that I've been favoring Vertcoin lately. If you saw the interview on my channel with the Vertcoin lead developer, James Lovejoy, it's definitely worth watching. My service here is really bad, so I hope my stream is like not messing up. I'm trying to focus and get through this stream for you guys. Vertcoin has not taken a large hit from this crazy volatile issue or volatile dump with Bitcoin. Vertcoin has been holding quite strong, to be quite honest. It's pretty interesting. You know, Litecoin hit basically $100 and Bitcoin hit $5,000, and here is Vertcoin just literally chilling at a nice price at 83 cents, which is really nice to see. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys got into Vertcoin. I know I got into Vertcoin, I think at around 70 cents, and I got into it at like 40 cents. But Vertcoin's holding up really well. The order book looks really solid as well. So you can see the order book is building. Someone was asking about there was a 30,000 Vertcoin order. I'm not seeing this Vertcoin order that's 30,000 deep, but I'm just happy that Vertcoin is sticking to the storm. 82 cents right now, and this is this coin is definitely going to shine when atomic swaps come into play, which we don't have yet. But when it does happen, I think Vertcoin is going to be on that same train because it's a SegWit coin. You got Vertcoin, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. Those are my 3 tops right now. And I think that Vertcoin is going to just explode in price. It has less circulating supply than Litecoin, and it's under $1. It just blows my mind. So I'm just happy I picked up myself some Vertcoin. Vertcoin has the same supply cap as Litecoin, but it doesn't have the same circulating supply, and it's ASIC resistant, which Litecoin isn't. So those are just a few things, and it also has stealth addresses, which is just amazing. But yeah, I love Vertcoin, guys, and you guys know that. And I think that it's definitely going to be it's a long-term hold for me. It's going to be a long-term hold for the next few years, but I don't have any new positions to buy into Litecoin. I don't have any new positions to buy into Bitcoin. I'm literally just holding, and I'm riding this train right now, waiting for everything to settle and for people to for a source to finally come out and say, yeah, you know, we're not, China's not going to be, you know, banning these exchanges. So that's what I'm excited for them to come out and say that, so that Bitcoin can start going to the moon. But I'm just holding, guys. That's really all I'm doing is I'm holding. I don't have any new buy-in positions. If Litecoin falls down to like 55 bucks, I will throw fiat at it like there's no tomorrow. But I don't think it's going to drop down to 55 bucks, to be quite honest. But everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. I'm glad I got to tune in for you guys. Everything is fine. I'm looking at these articles. I've been reading them. Yeah, this is another article. Chinese investors are still out there, still buying into ICOs, and above all, China is not the market. It is not Bitcoin, and the world of crypto will push on with or without them. That's awesome. Well said. Ethereum might not be so lucky. It is an ICO platform. So ICO platforms are going to be either banned or through regulatory steps in the future. So I think Bitcoin and Litecoin are the strongholds, and then you have Ethereum, which I don't have any of, but I just don't like Ethereum. You guys know that. But Bitcoin Cash never had a future. I just don't like Bitcoin Cash, and I don't think it's going to have a future. Why Vertcoin and not Viacoin? I don't even know what Viacoin is. OMG will be $15 soon. We'll go check out OMG real quick. Make sure to smash that like button. Sorry for not being too organized. It just literally came out of a hurricane. Just came out of a hurricane, guys. Still alive. Still alive. Bitcoin Cash. I don't even want to look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is just sitting at like $500, I think, right now. But OMG is showing some strength. It could lead us out of this fire. I know people have been talking about OMG. Which wallet do I hold Vertcoin? I hold Vertcoin in the Electrum, and I hold it in the Vertcoin Core wallet. So you can see Bitcoin Cash is really just... Bitcoin Cash out of any coin is the most bipolar coin there is, in my opinion. But we can see that it is consolidating, but I can't even bring myself to get into this coin. I just really can't. And you guys know I've said everything about Bitcoin Cash consistently, and nothing has changed. I mean, nothing's changed. I'm not a fan of it, and I don't think it's going to be here in the future. I think that Litecoin, even when you saw the interview that I had with Jack Mallers, who is definitely an insider, he was talking about how there's going to be huge things to come for Litecoin in the next 2 months. Next 2 months. So I think that if you have yourself some Litecoin, hodl those babies, because I know I am. We've got some green in the ocean of red. But bottom line, don't follow the FUD. Don't listen to these mainstream media outlets. I mean, gosh, if I could tell you guys anything, that would be the thing I would tell you, is just don't follow these mainstream media outlets. They just have not a clue what they're talking about. And there's no reputable sources saying that their big exchanges are going to be banning. And another thing is, if you guys haven't already, and you guys don't know this, make sure to keep your coins off the exchanges. That's a big sell wall, guys, for OMG. I don't have any OMG. I know people are talking about it, but let me go look at the chart. I have like the worst service here. It's kind of terrible. Wow, straight up consolidation. That's incredible. Incredible. Not even like a solid dip. This is just straight up consolidation. That's impressive, guys. But the one thing that just kind of itches my brain is that it's an ICO token on the Ethereum platform, I believe. And I think that ICOs are going to be an issue for the short term for China, not necessarily Bitcoin or Litecoin. So I don't have any OMG at the current moment. Anthony will never buy Bitcoin Cash. I'm glad you won't, Anthony. It's not a HODL coin. Yeah, I'm not getting out. I don't know who's getting out, but I'm holding. I am definitely holding, guys. There's no way. You think I'm not gonna ride this wave with Litecoin up to triple digits, over $100? I'm definitely gonna ride that wave. Yeah, make sure that you have every verification step for your exchanges if you are on like GDAX or one of these exchanges. Verification steps, which is solid, but just keep your coins off the exchanges. I keep my coins in paper wallets in the Ledger Nano S. I keep them in the Electrum wallet, Litecoin Core, Loaf wallet. Accumulate, always accumulate. Vertcoin. I'm loving the Vert, guys. I love Vertcoin. I think that it's going to shine so bright. Getting a Vertcoin under $1 is just like solid. Solid. ASIC resistant mining, atomic swaps, Lightning Network already, stealth addresses soon, re-enabled. Calling my name, guys. Why do you think Litecoin won't repeat its previous long-term trends by slowly diving versus Bitcoin? Well, we can actually pull that up. We can pull that up, guys. Back to this. This is interesting. Interesting stuff. Here is something that I showed you guys in my live stream, one of my live streams. I only showed you guys this once, but this woman thinks that it's in a bubble, that Bitcoin's in a bubble. Now, at the current moment, I really think that this is just a total FUD moment, and I think that we need a healthy correction. But this does look like a bubble. Bitcoin does look like a bubble. But I just think that we are way too early. You know, not enough money in the markets yet, and I think that it's just way too soon to even dare call it a bubble. I think that, you know, I'm really just waiting for this dust to settle. I just don't think that we're in a bubble, guys. There's trillions of dollars out there that are going to get into this market, and it's just a matter of time before they get in. Now, could the Bitcoin price go down to like $3,600, like around here? $3,500? Absolutely, it could. And I think that would be anything but, you know, a bad correction. I think it would be a healthy correction for further growth. Because it literally just hit $5,000. I mean, you got to see how fast this thing grew in such a short period of time. This thing went from $1,700 to $5,000. That's just unbelievable. A lot of people are getting out just to cash out and get money. People that don't have bank accounts, can you pull up a chart for Vertcoin? Yeah, I mean, I don't have the charts right now, guys. I literally am using Bittrex because I have to make a new account for Coinigy, because I'm not going to use my personal business Coinigy account. I'll pull up Qtum, Tycam. Thank you for the super chat donation. It really sucks pulling up the charts on Bittrex. It's not fun. I'm not enjoying it. And I have like the worst service over here. Qtum has been going up. I know Qtum has been advertised on Bittrex for a very long time. I have no clue. I don't really know anything about Qtum. Any new Litecoin price predictions? I'm gonna do a Litecoin price prediction once I get home and settled back at my home. I'm literally not at my house. I'm at a friend's house right now. So I'll do, yeah, I'm gonna do price forecasts and stuff like that very soon. I just haven't had the time. I've been riding out this hurricane. But yeah, so as of right now, I'm just getting you guys updated real quick on the China FUD and whatnot. But you know, people want to say it's in a bubble, and I think that we could go further down. Bitcoin is obviously, it's consolidating, but it's definitely weak. I think that Bitcoin is weak. I don't think it's really strong, but we are seeing consolidation, which is a good thing. But if it fell through support, the next stop would be around 3,700, I believe, without looking at the charts. But I'll get back over to QTUM. Someone wanted me to look at QTUM. Gosh, this computer is really pissing me off. I'm gonna go to the 1-day chart. Nah, I'm gonna go back to the 1-hour chart. So let me look at. So QTUM, looking at the 30-minute chart right now, it looks like there's definitely some buying pressure, and it looks like it could be forming what looks to be. Hold on, if I can go over here. Gosh, my computer's. I got a brand new computer, and it's like running like a 1999 computer. So it looks like QTUM could be forming like a cup and handle, but I just wouldn't be betting on it because I think it's probably gonna be more so consolidation, to be quite honest. So I personally am not in QTUM, and I won't be getting into QTUM, but it looks like it's probably gonna be consolidating. It could break out, it could double top here and then retrace a little bit and break out. But at the current moment, I just don't think it would be a solid buy, to be honest. Long-term IOTA. You guys know that I'm not really a fan of IOTA. There's a big announcement on the 13th for QTUM. Some people like IOTA. I just think it's a script conversion coin. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't really have any tech. It's a hype coin in my opinion. But if QTUM is gonna have an announcement on the 13th, I'm gonna screenshot that real quick so that I can look into that.
Hedge.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys.
I'll be right back.
Sorry about that, guys. We have 138 people tuning in right now. What do I think about waves? I don't know much about waves. I really couldn't tell you. When I get back home, I'm gonna be back home and like probably by tomorrow. I'll do a live stream and I'll look at the charts on Coinigy with you guys like I did right before I left for this crazy hurricane. But I don't have the charts up right now. I'm just kind of talking to you guys, getting you guys updated really quickly. Just not to worry. I mean, just don't listen to the FUD, guys. Honestly, it's crazy. It's craziness. Is Bitcoin in a bubble? Bitcoin is not in a bubble. It blows my mind. It's not in a bubble. Alright, guys. You guys can ask a few more questions in the chat box, and I'm going to be tuning out. Just wanted to tune in for you guys real quick. Vertcoin is looking solid. It made it through the storm really nicely. Litecoin is looking solid as well. It's actually in the green right now. If we look at it, it's in the green. So we could see some consolidation with both Bitcoin and Litecoin, but we're also very close and sitting on thin ice to be breaking through support and falling down to like a $55 Litecoin and a $35 to $3,700 Bitcoin. But we, as of right now, we're seeing support and some consolidation. And I told you guys we're going to see a double bottom with Litecoin going down to $64, which is exactly what happened. I tweeted about that. So yeah, FUD, yeah, sideways market. That's what we're seeing right now. We're not seeing a lot of sell-off though at the current moment. You can look at the depth chart. Yeah, a lot of people want to buy it at $65. There's a buy wall right there at $65. I'm just sitting back, holding back. It's the beginning of the week. The weekend dip is over. The FUD is growing. The FUD will stop. Everything's okay. People just want to get cheap Bitcoin. People just want to get cheap Litecoin. And I'm just hodling because I'm not going to... And I'm not swinging, guys. I'm not swinging. I will not swing because as of right now, technical analysis has been a little bit of a challenge because of the FUD for Bitcoin at the current moment. I mean, even some of the... I don't know if you guys follow Dalarov on trading... what is it called? TradingView. I talk to him sometimes, and like he's been off a little bit a few times, but there's just been some uncertainty out in the markets, guys. Weekend's already dumped NEO. Well, I think there's gonna be. I think really the ICOs are gonna be regulatory. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Regulatory ICOs for NEO, and I'm very uncertain about Ethereum, but Litecoin and Bitcoin, they're here to stay. I'm just hodling through this wicked wild storm. Not too worried. Glad I got to tune in for you guys though. Still worth holding Litecoin. I'm holding my Litecoin. You can do what you want. I'm not gonna panic sell. I'm not gonna panic at all. If anything, Litecoin is going to be better off than Bitcoin for the short term, to be quite honest. I mean, I like Litecoin more than Bitcoin. Although I originally got my first earnings and profits from Bitcoin, I just think that I'm really getting sick of all the politics with Bitcoin. I'm really getting sick of it. I think all the developers are getting sick of it. Litecoin and Bitcoin are worth it. They're not going to go anywhere. I mean, Bitcoin is the granddaddy, and you have Litecoin, which is like silver to Bitcoin's gold. Charlie Lee. If you guys don't follow Charlie on Twitter, go ahead and follow Charlie on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter as well. I'm very active on there. Sorry, guys. My computer's really slow right now. I don't even know how my live stream's running. My Twitter is @CryptoHedge_ or just CryptoHedge. You guys can follow me on Twitter. Follow Jack Mallers. Follow the Zap Lightning Network wallet. Follow Charlie Lee. Yeah, Litecoin and Bitcoin are following each other precisely. I agree with you. They've always kind of been that way, though. They've been following each other very closely. I mean, if you look at the charts for Bitcoin and Litecoin, it almost makes you think you're looking at the same chart. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. But yeah, back to this. This is really interesting. I'm still watching it closely. This lady thinks it's in a bubble. Like Bitcoin is in a bubble. It's in a new paradigm phase. So I'm watching that closely, but I just don't think it's in a bubble, guys. It would be really, really surprising if it acted like it was in a bubble, but that would be crazy. That would be crazy. LTC BTC charts look good for LTC. LTC BTC charts do look good at the current moment, especially because of Bitcoin falling down. You can look at that. Litecoin is in the green right now, which is pretty impressive. It's probably going to be temporary for the most part, but I'm all about that Litecoin, guys. Definitely some uncertainty right now in the markets, but I'm just hodling my Litecoin. I finished my swings. I'm hodling. I'm excited, and I think that Yeah, the order book looks pretty solid for Litecoin. I think that the dust is gonna settle. The dust is gonna settle. People want to buy it low. The dust is gonna settle. Don't panic. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow. Simply because I'll be more intact and I'll be able to look at the charts with you guys. This one was more so talking about the FUD. Bye, love. Yeah, buy the dips. Alright guys, I'm going to be tuning out now. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, get on my Twitter account. It's @CryptoHedge_. I will be back probably tomorrow, if not the next day, to go over the charts with you guys, and also some of these other alternative coins that you guys have been wanting me to look at, because I've been telling you guys I'm going to look at them. But and also I want to do a forecast, Litecoin forecast, and also a Bitcoin forecast probably. I haven't done a Bitcoin forecast on this channel yet, but maybe I will do one. But yeah, so stay tuned guys. Make sure to smash that like button. I will talk to you guys very soon. Take care.